So I walked away with a first place finish there, qualified for South Africa, and that was that. Mission accomplished on both days. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I wanted to talk to you about nationals. So I competed at CPU Nationals in Richmond, BC in mid-February, and I competed in classic bench press only and equipped bench press only. So my goals going into nationals were, well, 1, make weight, 2, not bomb according to the new bench rules, and 3, qualify for Bench Worlds happening in May in South Africa. So classic bench only was first, that was on Wednesday, and I wasn't exactly sure how classic bench would go. As you all know, the shoulder injury that won't heal is still bothering me. And like the weeks leading into nationals, it was really hurting to sort of unrack the bar, which was a somewhat new phenomenon, new pain, annoyingly. So I knew I wasn't going to hit any PRs, that wasn't the goal anyway. I just wanted to go and, really test out the new bench rules, make sure that I'm okay, open really light for that very reason, and just really get my ticket to South Africa. South Africa is the goal, that is the end goal, that is my big goal, and nationals was just a stepping stone to get there. So I opened at 80 kilos, like I said, nice and light, make sure, get that lift in, and if I had to make any readjustments, I could do that easily with a weight that's not too heavy. But 3 white lights, 80 kilos was easy, 85 kilos for my second, just as easy, and then I did 90 for my third. Jason didn't want to let me take a third. We just had to get really 1 lift in to get that world spot and, not bomb. But I wanted to at least hit 90 kilos at nationals. Like my PR is 95. I felt like I could do 90, and then just the way everything was moving that day, it was like, 85 felt like an empty bar. Everything was just really on. So he let me take 90, and 90 was smooth as butter. Also, so I walked away with a first place finish there, qualified for South Africa, and that was that. And for equipped bench only, which was on Friday, I was in some ways more nervous about depth than the day before, but in other ways, having made all 3 lifts with all white lights on Wednesday in classic bench only, I was somewhat confident, but also knowing that any adjustments in the shirt, like last minute adjustments when you're wearing a bench shirt, are probably not going to happen, at least for me. I know I have a hard enough time keeping my positioning and keeping the shirt in place and just, keeping the bar under control that, adjusting my elbows, especially if it's a last minute change, probably not going to happen. So I was a little bit nervous about that. I opened at 120, I believe, kilos. And, so in the warm-up room, I didn't actually touch wearing my shirt. I just worked down to approximately 1 board. So the first time I touched that day was on the platform, and we should have known this, but in training, my first touch is always kind of weird. It's just really finding that groove and keeping the bar under control. There's such a big difference, at least for me, between even a half board and a touch, that when I went out there at nationals for my opener, I pressed the weight, but it wasn't tidy. I got 2 red lights, and I got called for up and down on the bar. So whatever, it is what it is. I knew it wasn't a tidy lift. So Jason actually reminded me that we went up in weight. After that failed opener, we went to 122.5. So I went out and I did that for my second, and it moved just fine. And I hit 127.5 for my third attempt, which is a little baby national record. It's my record, and it was 127 kilos, and then we just chipped it for 127.5. So at every nationals I've done where I've competed equipped, I have broken a little national record since my very first nationals in equipped bench. So I wanted to keep up, the tradition. So yeah, we chipped that a little bit. We didn't want to push it too hard, not for any reason, not for fear of getting injured per se. The number that you end up with at nationals is the number that is used to nominate you for Bench Worlds. And I kind of like the idea, and this sounds silly because obviously this is all on YouTube, it's public, but I kind of like the idea of being nominated low and being sort of an underdog and almost a sleeper, and then, you know, really pulling it together on meet day. So that was the plan. And also there was no reason. I was competing uncontested in my weight class, my age and weight class. So like there was no reason for me to push for a huge PR. It was really get a lift in, qualify for Worlds, and that's that. So mission accomplished on both days. I made weight on both days quite easily, I will say. Easier than I had maybe expected. So that was good. It's good to know that really, you know, a kilo or even a kilo and a half is quite easy to lose without really affecting my performance. Like I think I have the water cut down to a regime that works for me, and my rehydration approach seems to work really well with my body also. So no issues there. So that is very useful information to have going forward. So speaking of going forward, my next meet will be IPF Bench Worlds, and they will be held in Sun City, South Africa. Toward the end of May, I compete on Tuesday, May 23rd and Saturday, May 27th. So I am just starting prep for that. I'm gonna be filming episode 1 of my Worlds prep training right away. There's not a whole lot of downtime between Nationals and Worlds prep, but I am so excited. I have been looking forward to this really since Worlds in Lithuania, especially with missing last year's Worlds and knowing that at last year's Worlds I would have had a really good chance at competing for first in equipped bench. That really has lit a fire under me, and I am very excited to push this year and to really just give my all, give it my best effort, and, you know, hopefully put up a good performance on the platform and, you know, make a good run to be competitive in the sport. Oh, I'm very ready. I am so excited. So I can't wait to take you all with me as I prep for Worlds. So thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more. And I will see you all next time. Bye.